Bandana wrap around your head, the bandana wrap around your head for niggas that scared. Ain't nobody truller than me, ain't nobody truller than Scott, ain't nobody truller, man, I'm taking this spot. Yeah, these niggas that scared.
Brothers in the city moving slow, 3500 for the coat. Only real niggas keep you flow, Only true niggas I know, 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 only true niggas I know.
What's going on YouTube? This is your boy The Point God coming at you guys once again, and I am back with another video to discuss a very controversial topic, but nonetheless it's something that I believe in, and I want to know you guys' opinion, so comment down below. As you can see from the title, I'm going to discuss why I believe that Steph Curry is a top 3 point guard of all time. So if you like this video, hit that thumbs up, comment down below once again. Hit that subscribe button if you are new to the channel. If you like what you see, hit that bell so you can be notified after every video that I post. So without further ado, let's get on with this video. So it is unanimous that Magic Johnson is the greatest point guard of all time, and I'm not here to even dispute that. Like I said by the title, it's about Steph Curry being a top 3 point guard of all time. Not the best, because I don't think he ever will be, and I don't think he has a chance to be honest, if we're facing the chances of it happening. But Steph Curry being a top 3 point guard of all time is reality, and it's something that we have to realize now. With Steph Curry winning his second championship, him being a 2-time MVP, first time ever being a unanimous MVP, already has multiple all-star appearances. If he keeps up this level of consistency for the next 3 years, there will be no doubt in anybody's mind, including my own, that Steph Curry is a top 3 point guard, and only one guy will be better than him, and that will be Magic Johnson. Now, when you think of the top 5 point guards of all time, obviously there's Magic, Oscar Robertson, John Stockton, Steph Curry, and Isiah Thomas. Now, we all know CP3 would be in the conversation of a top 5 point guard if he just had, I don't know, 2 finals appearances, but he doesn't even have one. He doesn't even have a Western Conference finals appearance.
What?
So all the CP3 fans, you can shut that down. But Steph Curry is a top 3 point guard, and let's prove this right now. Now, you could argue Isiah Thomas is better than him, and besides Magic, I think that's the only guy you could argue is better than him right now, because Isiah Thomas, he has 2 championships as well, a finals MVP, and he's a 5-time All-NBA selection, and unlike Steph Curry, he's actually a good defender. So, is it true? Is Isiah Thomas better than Steph? Okay, let's go with that. Isiah Thomas is better than Steph Curry, because the accolades that he's achieved so far, Steph Curry has not met those accolades, and we cannot put Steph Curry ahead of Isiah Thomas just yet. And let's not forget that Isiah Thomas did ball on Magic Johnson in the NBA Finals on one leg, so I gotta give him some type of benefit of the doubt over Steph Curry. But let's look at the other point guards. Oscar Robertson, Mr. Triple-Double himself. Now, some people may even say he's the second greatest point guard of all time, but let me tell you this right now. Mr. Triple-Double, he was far ahead of his time, don't get me wrong, in terms of speed, size, strength, athleticism, and total, the numbers, he was far ahead of his time. That's why he racked up those triple-doubles. But the problem is, Oscar Robertson, let's just be honest, his triple-doubles never really amounted to that many wins. That's why his only championship comes on the verge of him about to retire 3 years down the line. He won his championship because a young Kareem Abdul-Jabbar came to his team and brought him the chip. Let's just be honest here. If Kareem was drafted 4 years after that, he would not have got a championship. He played with the second greatest player of all time in Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, so it's pretty obvious that he's going to win a chip. And he was on the verge of his career winding down, so I mean, there isn't really much to say about that championship. And like I said before, when you factor in that his triple-doubles didn't really lead to wins, unlike Steph Curry, who put up phenomenal numbers not just in 2015 but in 2016, where he was the unanimous MVP and had arguably the most, scratch that, the most, it's not even debatable, he had the most efficient shooting year that we have ever seen in NBA history. He shattered his own record. I mean, it is crazy that he breaks his own record year by year for the most three-pointers made. So in my personal opinion, when you factor in that, yes, he did have great numbers, triple doubles, but they didn't amount to wins as they should. Unlike Steph Curry, who put up historic numbers as well, his numbers amounted to wins and championships. So I gotta put Steph Curry over Oscar Robertson. Now the next point guard that we got is John Stockton. Now, no disrespect to John Stockton, phenomenal player, great player, one of the most underappreciated and underrated players in NBA history. But you cannot sit there and tell me that he is better than Steph Curry. Yes, he's a better defender, but he's not a better scorer. He's a better passer, but he's not a better three-point shooter. Steph Curry is the greatest shooter to ever touch the court of basketball. Think about it. Steph Curry, once he crosses half court, he is a danger to score. Now, Oscar Robertson, he was a good three-point shooter. I'm not saying he isn't, but he's not on Steph Curry's level. And honestly, that's not even the biggest reason why he's not better than Steph. At the end of the day, you can't sit here and tell me that a guy who's a two-time champion is not better than, John Stockton. And he played key roles. He was the second best player on the court during one of them, and some could argue that he deserved the Finals MVP on the other. So in my personal opinion, I think Steph Curry is over John Stockton. He's a better shooter, better scorer. His best year, which was last year obviously, I believe it was better than all of John Stockton's years. Though he didn't win the championship like I said before, but there are so many factors into that. Draymond Green being suspended, Andre Iguodala with the back spasms, Andrew Bogut with the injury, and the biggest of all, Steph Curry was compromised due to injury. So to sit there and say John Stockton is better, he's a somehow better point guard, it's just not true. And we're not going to forget that John Stockton did choke in series as well, whether it was against the Bulls in those two final series or it was against the Trailblazers leading up to the finals. You can't sit here and tell me that John Stockton is somehow better than Steph Curry. It just doesn't work that way. Now, last but not least, let's just look at some numbers here. The highest win share seasons ever for a point guard. Number 1 is Chris Paul in 2009 with 18.29. Now, I've already eliminated Chris Paul from the top 5 discussion. When you don't have even a conference finals appearance, come on now, you cannot even be considered among the top 5 point guards of all time. But second in the highest win share seasons ever for a point guard was Steph Curry's 2016 season. That shows that he had one of the most elite point guard seasons of all time. Then you look at the point guards who have been an MVP. One of the basic ways that you can look at how great a player was during their prime, Magic Johnson, who is number 1, greatest point guard of all time, he has 3. Steph Curry has 2. Oscar Robertson 1. Steve Nash 2. Bob Cousy 1. Derrick Rose 1. Stockton has only had 1 first place MVP vote in his whole career, just like Isiah Thomas. So, it just shows you that during their primes, Steph Curry was even more valuable to championship teams than Isiah Thomas and John Stockton were. Then you look at the elite point guards with NBA championships. Magic Johnson has 5 NBA championships on 9 finals appearances. Isiah Thomas has 2 championships on 3 finals appearances. Steph Curry has 2 championships on 3 finals appearances. Oscar Robertson, 1 championship on 2 finals appearances, and John Stockton, 0 championships on 2 finals appearances. And honestly, let's just face reality. Steph Curry's championship win percentage is going to keep going higher and higher with this Golden State team. He most likely will end his career 4 for 5 in the NBA Finals, which is a better percentage than Oscar Robertson, better percentage than John Stockton, and honestly, that's just as good, if not better, than Isiah Thomas, because though they would only lose 1 finals appearance, let's be honest, he's got more chips. So at the end of the day, Steph Curry will retire, the second greatest point guard of all time, barring catastrophic injury or something like that, or the banana boat team like I've discussed before. So At the end of the day, my top 5 point guards right now of all time will have to go Magic Johnson, Isiah Thomas, Steph Curry, John Stockton, and Oscar Robertson. Facts is facts, and the facts show that Steph Curry is a top 3 point guard of all time. So if you like this video, hit that thumbs up. Comment down below if you agree or disagree. I expect a lot of people to disagree with me, but I showed you guys the facts. If you disagree and you got some other facts, show me. Let me know in the comment section. Also, you guys subscribe if you are new to the channel. Hit that bell next to my name to be notified after each and every video that I post. Follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram, and add me on Snapchat. This is your boy, The Point God, signing out. Have a great day. Peace.
Alright, okay, it's late, yeah. Uber to your crib, I cannot wait, yeah. It's late. I've been moving at a race. Straight up. Tell me what we going through's a face. Shit I can't escape, all this shit I can't evade. Niggas wanna hate, yeah, they do that by the day.